Alrighty, we have got Odion taking on Espa Roba in this Battle City clash on our ongoing season, where we're getting close to the halfway point. I think when I looked on it before, I think it said it was about 35% through of the season. Duelist Kingdom season is over halfway, so we're getting close. And I was saying in the last duel before this one, I am thinking about pre-recording all of Motiba's games, so I can remove his deck from my deck slots because the game only lets me have 32. And then I can build a deck for Rebecca, and I can do like a mini-series, and we can see Rebecca go through Duelist Kingdom as if she was... So basically the series will be called Could Rebecca Beat Duelist Kingdom? So it could be a fun little mini-series as well, and I might do the same for Duke Devlin as well. Alright, we've seen Reflect Bounder. Odion did go first. He played... what did he play? Poison Mummy. So 500 damage to your opponent when that's flipped up, and another 100 from Reflect Bounder's failed attack. So we've seen some good matches from Odion in the past, very technical matches. There's Cobra Jar. And End Phase. Alright, here goes Espa Roba. Goes for the face down defense. And going for an attack, he does. So Cobra Jar will flip up. Cobra Jar will be destroyed, but a poisonous snake token will also come to the field. And when that's destroyed by battle, it'll be a 500 point loss for Espa as well. Right, as that passes through, I'm in the mood for a solo run later tonight as well. And what I mean by that is on Pokemon games. On Gen 1, I have done... I think it's 94 out of 151 solo runs. I've done a few on Gen 2 games, and I think I've only done Mewtwo on Gen 3. But yes, apart from Yu-Gi-Oh, I'd also like to do Pokemon solo runs. I haven't done any for a while, but I've been meaning to get back into it. There's Cyber Raider, and with Reflect Bounder on the field, still can't get past Poison Mummy though, so Odion's still in control. And another Poison Snake token will be created here from another Cobra Jar that's flipped up. Yes, I am also keen to do Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Duelist of the Roses. It's on my shelf somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. I want the game in my hands. Alright. There we go. Metal Reflect Slime I just saw was flipped up. Espa destroyed one of the Poison Snake tokens. Okay, right now I am holding my copy of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses in my hands. When I bought this, it says 3 limited edition game cards inside of Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. They never came with my copy of this, and I wasn't very happy about that either. So, man, the old days. Do you hear this sound? That is me rustling. I don't know if you could hear that through the mic or not, but that's me rustling the pages of the instruction book. Anyone remember the days where you used to get a manual with the game as well? You don't get that no more with games. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure in that statement, I don't believe I've ever got a manual with a PS4 or a PS5 game. Occasionally you get promo tokens, and depending on the game, like, say like a GTA 5 comes with a game map, but it doesn't come with an actual manual. Which, as we see, Jinzo Jector, I believe that was, has got a Jinzo to Espa Roba's hand, so Jinzo is very dangerous for Odion. If Espa Roba summons Jinzo, Odion's trap cards, which his deck so heavily relies on, suddenly become useless. So Espa Roba does have a good suited deck to take Odion on from that point of view. Oh, he's drawn a Dark Hole. Oh, that is absolutely tragic for Espa Roba because there is absolutely no doubt that he is going to play Jinzo. And Odion at the perfect time, I'd almost say it was scripted that he drew Dark Hole, but no, it is RNG, complete luck. Forbidden Duelist of the Roses. What a game. Very unique Yu-Gi-Oh game as well. I do know there is a Dungeon Dice Monsters Yu-Gi-Oh game out there somewhere as well. I would like to get a copy of that sometime as well. Alright, Jinzo Lord has actually been summoned as well by Espa Roba. There's Hyro Shadow Scout. So 3 cards will be drawn. There's Needle Sealing, Temple of the Mind's Eye, and Negate Attack. So that, if anything, helped Odion more than hindered him. The spell cards would go to the graveyard. So if Hyro Shadow Scout was played a turn earlier and Dark Hole went to the graveyard, we would be seeing a very different match. But unknowing to Espa Roba, he hasn't seen any cards in hand. He does have a lot of cards that do that effect for him. He's finally done some life point damage, but he's about to lose his Jinzo Lord. There it is, Dark Hole. That is a devastating loss. So, Needle Sealing has just been played. There's Venom Snake. That will be destroyed by the effect of Infinite Dismissal. Odion does have Remove Trap. Does he save his snake? He does not. Goes in for an attack. Well, it does 1200, but Odion didn't play Remove Trap, so he's not interested in saving his snake, unless he thought it was 4 stars. But either way, Odion, he's not really as much in control now. Espa Roba has lost Jinzo though, and that is by far his best monster. So Espa also went with a face-down defense, so not confident in going for an attack with whatever he had. There's Temple of the Kings. Mystical Beast of Circuit. Could be summoned with that if Odion draws it. He doesn't have any other monsters though. He's elected not to play Metal Reflect Slime. So just casually biding his time. Alright. 4 cards in hand now for Roba, who plays Inpachi. 1600, 1900, and flips up Big Eye, so he'll be able to arrange the top 5 cards of his deck. You know what else I need to get back into playing is The Sims. I haven't played The Sims for a while, and I really like Sims games. Alright, Negate Attack is activated. That will end the battle phase. In fact, I like any simulation game actually. I don't know how many people would have played it back in the PS1 day. It did come out on PS2 as well. Did anyone ever... that is devastating. Monster Reborn, and that is going to bring back Jinzo. Wow, so Espa Roba is now staring down his own ace monster. And that ace monster is going to do a lot of damage. Alright, Inpachi destroyed, and Roba's almost lost half his life points as well. Did anyone play Theme Park World or Theme Hospital? Theme Hospital was released on PS1. I don't think there was a PS2 version for that, but there was a PS2 version for Theme Park World. Theme Park World, I've got it on PS1. That is one of the most... It's a game that is so synonymous with my childhood. I will always enjoy it, even though the graphics on it are absolute dog shit. Like, I will always enjoy playing Theme Park World on PS1. You pass goals and you get golden tickets. I've also got Park Beyond. That's a more modern game. That only came out, I think last year, or maybe this year. It's not a very old game, but Park Beyond's not too bad. But yeah, simulator games like that I find fun as well. Did anyone play Theme Hospital? Theme Hospital has actually got a... it's not called Theme Hospital. I think it's called Jumbo... it's on Switch. 2 Point Hospital. There's also 2 Point Campus and a few of those other ones as well. Does anyone play games like that? I quite like games like that. I find them very soothing to play, as Roba is losing his defense. Odion's all over him here, and with Jinzo on the field, it's I think it's just a matter of time for this one. I think Odion is just going to be a little bit too strong for Espa Roba in general. As we see, Cyber Soldier of Dark World. So Roba trying to mount whatever type of counter-attack he can, but Odion, though, he will need another monster, though. Jinzo won't be able to do all of it. Well, actually, Jinzo probably could do all of it, but... Alright, Cyber Soldier of Dark World is gone. You know what else is a classic game? Need for Speed Underground 2. That is an absolute classic. They should, if there's any game that they should do a remaster of in that Need for Speed series, it should be Underground 2. They should stop making new ones, and they should remake and revamp Need for Speed Underground 2. Don't change anything. Just update the graphics, maybe put some more cars and some more mods in it, but keep the story the same, and redo that one. As for Roba has got 5 face-down spell or traps on the field, and none of them are doing him anything. No trap cards can be activated, not even that embodiment of Apophis, with Jinzo being on the field, but Espa Roba can only face one more direct attack, and he will lose. Funny thing is, whenever I played Need for Speed Underground 2, and I know other people have had this as well, I could only ever get the game to 99%. I could never get it to 100%. And this went on for years and years. A lot of people had the same thing as I was reading on forums over the internet. Like, nobody was able to pass it 100% because there was something to do with the sponsors and 2 of the races would end up missing, so you could only get the game to 99%. And in my last playthrough, I actually read something on a forum that if you pick these particular sponsors, you'll get extra races. So I did another playthrough, and sure enough, after, I would say 15 years of passing that game 99%, about maybe 10 or 15 times, I finally got Need for Speed Underground 2 to 100%, and I was so goddamn shocked I almost did a standing backflip. And I am never starting a new game on that. I mean, I could pass it 100% again, but yes. Did anyone else experience that with Need for Speed Underground 2? Not being able to get it to 100%, only being able to get to 99. On PS2, I know it was definitely an issue. I think you could patch it on PC. But yes, it was to do with the sponsors. In stages 3 and 5, you have to pick... Well, I can't remember exactly, but I would know if I load up my game. I could have a look. I think one of them was Toyo. But yes, you have to pick particular sponsors to actually get 100% on that game, which was absolutely brutal. And the game gave you no indication on it either. Alright, Gather Your Mind is played. And, oh, Curse of Darkness. So, each time a spell card is activated, immediately after its activation, 1,000 points will be dealt. So, players will be limited in playing spell cards. In theory, only a maximum of 8. As we see Tripwire Beast go face down. Espa Roba does have spell cards that give him an advantage, and he has decided to play Remove Trap. He's only got 1 Remove Trap, and Remove Trap is a very handy card to have against Odion, because he can get rid of his embodiment of Apophis or his Metal Reflex Slimes. Can be taken out from Remove Trap as well. You know what, I feel like I might do a solo run with Jigglypuff today. Or at some point in the near future. In Jigglypuff it's tough because it only starts with Sing, so you have to use Struggle for a little while. Which you can do. You go into Viridian Forest and you just run around until you encounter Metapod. Deplete all of your PP and then defeat it with Struggle, and then you have to repeat it a few times. I think Jigglypuff learns Pound at like level 9 or 11 or something like that. Anyway, Poisonous Snake token attacks. So, Odion actually attacking with a token. And tell you what, Roba has not drawn the best of hands. And oh boy, that's Needle Wall, that is never a nice sight for a... to have that used on you. It means the monster zones are going to be numbered 1 to 5, and Odion will get a dice roll at the start of every turn. But I do not like Roba's chances in this one. He's got some of his lower end monsters, and it's a 4 on the dice, so his monster's safe for the time being, but... And Roba's not going to be able to get that off the field. He'll have to get Jinzo to the field to get that off. He has got Blocker. Without Blocker, he would almost just about be gone. Alright. We need a Jinzo. And Impachi. Not too bad, although he's gone for defense mode. He's elected not to go for an attack, which is risky because Needle Wall's on the field as well. He probably should have attacked the snake, not the token, the actual Cobra Jar itself. He probably should have attacked it, but the Needle Wall did miss. But yeah, even so, I don't know how much Roba's actually going to be able to do in this match unless he draws something very quick. And he goes for an attack, and he attacks Impachi. So Odion does flush 300 points, but there's a poisonous snake token as well. That'll do another 500 points if that's destroyed by battle. There's Mesmeric Control. And Roba just goes straight to the end phase, so he wants to keep both of his monsters alive from attacking, and it's a 4, safe. So he needs to keep both of those monsters on the... Oh my word. Oh, that is brutal. Raigeki is played from Odion. Added to his deck because Rare Hunters, they had a lot of those extremely powerful cards. Mind Hacksaws has just been flipped up. Oh, you are joking. Monster Reborn and Dark Hole are both in Odion's hand. Yeah, Roba's toast. He has got no chance of winning this. Monster Reborn has just been played. Even if Roba got Jinzo to the field, it would have been destroyed by Dark Hole, and then it would have been used on him again. So Impachi has been brought back with Monster Reborn, and what's this? 3,200, 38, 48, 5,000 points of damage is coming off of Roba's life points here. He will survive, but only just. So this has been an absolute hammering in this second match. Like I said, I did think Odion would be too strong, but not like this. Okay, Mind Control. Oh, that's interesting. Unfortunately, you can't tribute it or attack with it, but will it work? Will it save him a turn? Mind Control. So you can bring... He brings over Impachi. Now, if you play Mesmeric Control, we'll put Impachi to defense mode. Now, if you play... Down goes Cyber Raider. If you put Impachi in defense mode, Odion won't be able to flip it back to attack mode next turn. So, Roba's played Cyber Raider face up. I mean, if he put it in defense, it would have just been destroyed and he would have lost his life points. I don't think Roba can live through the next turn, because if he destroys that poisonous snake token, he'll lose 500 points. Odion can attack with poisonous snake token and just destroy itself and do more damage to Roba anyway. And then Embodiment of Apophis will get a direct attack, or Embodiment of Apophis can attack Cyber Raider, and then the snake token can attack. Yeah, Roba's cooked. He can't get through this turn. Well, it was a convincing win that Odion got, as we will see the last stages of this duel play out. But yeah, if you're interested in Pokemon, I have got a lot of Pokemon videos, mostly solo runs, on the channel as well. There's plenty more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff coming up as well. I have got some Forbidden Memories content up. I am looking to doing more Duelist of the Roses. I've got a few Duelist of the Roses videos up right now. As we see, this one has concluded. Yes, a Rebecca series is in development right now. I just need to pre-record some of Mokuba's Duel so I can make a deck slot available. So Odion wins this one convincingly. And yeah, because I do feel like the Yu-Gi-Oh content needs a bit of a freshen up because we've been watching these seasons. They're still entertaining, but I feel like we need just a little bit of a refreshment with maybe a Rebecca series and a Duke Devlin series. So Odion picks up the win. The next match in Battle City will be Joey going up against Ishizu. So that on paper should be a pretty good match. Duelist Kingdom's next one is Kaiba against Bones. And yes, I don't like Bones' chances in that. Well, that's all for Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. I'm going to go ahead and get some production done as well. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks also for everyone leaving all the comments as well, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, take care, farewell.